You are listening to the Ponchatoula Podcast with your host, Parker Layrisson. We bring you local news and community interviews from the Ponchatoula Hammond area. Located at the crossroads of I-12 and I-55, deep in the bayous of South Louisiana. Parker is a husband, father, personal injury attorney, author, and community volunteer who is on a mission to share the unique food, culture, events, and people of Ponchatoula with the world. And here's your host, Parker Layrisson.
Hello, my name is Parker Layrisson, and welcome to the introductory episode of the Ponchatoula Podcast, local news and community interviews from the Ponchatoula Hammond area of southeastern Louisiana. I was inspired to start this show when I noticed that there was no podcast sharing stories about Ponchatoula, Hammond, or Tangipahoa Parish and the people who live here. So I decided to create this podcast so I could interview local folks and talk to them about what's happening here in southeastern Louisiana. The Ponchatoula Podcast is packed with local news that you just can't get anywhere else, community interviews that really dig deep, and the best kept secrets of Ponchatoula, Hammond, the entire Tangipahoa Parish area, located at the crossroads of I-12 and I-55 here in the heart of southeastern Louisiana. New episodes will be released twice a month, usually on the first and third Mondays of each month. Check us out. We're going to be interviewing local folks with the greatest stories, secrets, and recipes that Tangipahoa Parish has to offer. If you want to know who makes the best seafood gumbo, we've got you covered. If you enjoy sensational stories about the people that sit in front of you in church, you're going to love this podcast. If you just need the scoop on the best place to take your kids on a sunny Saturday afternoon, you got it. Because this show is new, any and all support is greatly appreciated. If you haven't already done so, number one, subscribe at the Apple Podcasts app or iTunes or Stitcher or Android, wherever you listen to podcasts. Number two, and this is important, write a 5-star rating and review the podcast. Number three, and this is the biggest, most important thing you could do, share it with your friends. We've got a Facebook page under the name, the Ponchatoula Podcast. Check it out, like it, share it. You're going to see information about who we're interviewing, what's coming up. If you really want to get local news about Ponchatoula, Hammond, if you want to hear about local people here in Tangipahoa Parish, please support our podcast. We will be happy to share that information, but we need your help to make this thing a success. So thank you so much. I'm very excited to get going. I've lived here my whole life. I love this area, the people that live here, the things to do here, the food we cook here, etc. I could go on, but we'll do that later in subsequent episodes. Thank you for your time. I really appreciate it, and I can't wait to share the Ponchatoula Podcast with you.